Hello everybody, this is Bladen, and welcome back to another episode of ARK on Crystal Isles. How are you guys doing today? I'm having a pretty good day so far. Just chilling out with the gang at my little starter shack that I built here in the last episode. As you guys can see, I've done some building on the interior of this place since we ended off last episode. We now got ourselves a bed right here. We got a a preserving bin right here with some cooked meat already inside. We have even more cooking up right here. Just want to make sure I had all the cooked meat in the world ready for today's episode and for all future episodes to come. We got our smithy down right here, and not really too much to go inside of there at the moment. We have a bit of crafting supplies in here, and I'm actually going to take some of this stuff right off the get-go here. So, today's episode, since we spent a lot of time yesterday just running around collecting resources and building this little starter shack for us, I want to focus on doing some taming in today's episode. Let's see, I want to go ahead and grab... firstly, I need to grab Trashy here. He's sitting on the back of Claws right now. Alright, I'm going to grab Claws. We're going to do some flying around right now and get ourselves some extra arrows. I'm going to want a lot of trank arrows for the creatures that I would like to tame up in today's episode. So all we really need right now is some thatch. I'm going to fly down here to this tree and go ahead and collect up some of this stuff. So, big two creatures that I want to get tamed up in today's episode is a very efficient wood gatherer and a very efficient stone gatherer. As any ARK player would know, those two creatures are pretty integral to a playthrough in ARK, because having those kinds of creatures to help, you know, gather up those resources that you need for building a lot of different things in this game, it can really cut off on the time you spend gathering those resources, because they're so good at it and they can carry so much of it, and they can transport it very long distances. So what exactly do I have in mind today? Firstly, let's go in here, type in arrows. There we go, let's make 100. And as you guys can see, I've already got some narcotics here at the ready. We're going to basically transform all of those into narco arrows. So in terms of the creatures I want specifically, as far as the creatures that we have here on the Crystal Isles, there's pretty much one ideal creature that I can think of for gathering stone, and we happen to have one right over here, the Dodicarus. Of course, we're going to be looking for a higher level, and as it turns out, oh no! Oh, that's embarrassing. I hit the E key on accident. But yeah, we've got a level 145 Dodicarus just nearby over there, and that's going to be a perfect creature for us to tame in order to get ourselves a lot of stone. Those guys are pretty much the best at gathering it, at least in my experience of playing this game. I know that on some of the newer maps we do have creatures that can break stone. I think the Tech Strider is capable of harvesting stone for us, but of course we're not on Genesis Part 2. This map was released quite a little bit beforehand. So I think this little fella right here is the best option that we have. And as we can see, he's actually balled up right now. Just before I started recording this, there was a T-Rex that was wandering dangerously close, and it was like a level 145 T-Rex. I lured it down into that lake area down there so I can make sure it stayed really far away from the Dodicarus here before, you know, it actually started to kill it. But yeah, it's kind of hurt, as you can see right now. So what I think I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm actually going to leave this guy alone for a little bit, let him rest up, let him heal up after his little ordeal, and I'm actually going to go over the other creature that I'd like to tame in today's episode. We've actually got a couple red drops on the map over here first. I'm actually going to go fly over to these real quick and see what's inside them. Red drops can have some pretty good items. I know they're capable of having Rex saddles and Fairy saddles, which are definitely on our to-do list. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what is inside of these red drops firstly. Alright, red drop number 1. What have you got for me? Oh, I'm not even... I'm not level 70 yet. I could have sworn you had to only be level 60 to open up the red drops. Huh. That's crazy. Is that a change that they've made recently? I do not remember them being level 70. Well... Alright, Gamma 3. There we go. Alright, it should be a lot easier for you guys to see the screen now. That's embarrassing. I really legitimately thought I had to be level 60 in order to open up those things. Or maybe 65 at the absolute most, but I definitely wasn't expecting level 70. Okay, well, now we know. We can come back to one of those later, after we get a few more levels, and yeah, at least we have the spots nearby our base here to get the red drops. That'll be really handy in the future. One of the things I always like to do when I build a base is consider where all the resources are at, but also how close you are to the really good loot drops. For instance, on the island map, you get a lot of the red drops in the northern part of the island. So having your base built up in the northern spot will make getting to those red drops and getting back to your base a heck of a lot easier. But in any case, since we're not quite ready for those yet, what I'm going to go ahead and do instead is start looking for mammoths. We have a level 20, a level 60, and over there is a 145. Ooh. Let's make some trank arrows real quick since we got... Let's just make 100 of them. We'll have plenty more narcotics in our inventory after this end anyway. There's a lot of mammoths around this region actually. What else do we have? 25, 130, 20, 135 female. That's pretty good too. I'm liking this 145 male right here. Alright. What level are you down there? I would like to get this mammoth into a safe, concentrated spot, so that way I don't have to worry about any other mammoths attacking me, and I don't have to worry about other creatures such as RGs attacking it. Oh, game freezes up. Okay. So what I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do right now is return to my base real quick and grab Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth is going to be really good for clearing out all of those other mammoths that we don't really want to have to deal with. And then I can kill all the other creatures around, and if I can get that 145 mammoth down in that little trench below, I should be able to knock it out pretty easily without it escaping too far outwards. I probably won't even have to build like a platform around it, because most creatures don't really prefer to attack mammoths anyway. But yeah, I just want to make sure I have that area clear of all different kinds of creatures. And yeah, we'll get started on the taming process as soon as I get everything cleared out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit once we have Sweet Tooth destroying everything over there. It's Sweet Tooth's time to shine. Let's go ahead and get her out of her cryopod, hop on her, and let's go ahead and take care of everything around this area. We definitely want it to be as clear as possible so that we have no interruptions, no disruptions while we're trying to tame this mammoth. Let's see, it's going to do its roar attack and lower our attack power a little bit, but I'm not at all worried about that. It's not a very substantial decrease, of course. Let's see, it does some jumping attacks on it. That does 105 damage. There we go. Alright, that's some good damage. I can just kind of spam the C button right now. Oh, look at this. Nice job, Sweet Tooth. That C attack is starting to become one of my favorite abilities on the Sarco here. Alright. Well, that's perfect. Actually, we have some RGs over there. I would like to take care of these guys too. Since they're landed, it'll be the best time to do so right now. Alright. Oh, that one's going to start flying. Can I do this? There we go. Perfect. Let's see. So a jump attack on you right there. Turn around. Get another one in. There we go. You gotta... It seems like you gotta, like, develop a kind of a strategy when it comes to killing the, killing RGs with a Sarco like this. Because the Sarcos are pretty limited on their attack window. I've always wondered, like, the applications for some oddball creatures like the Sarco in PvP. You know, I never see, like... I mean, I don't know a lot about the PvP in ARK, of course, but I always can't help but wonder, like, are there just some creatures that are, you know, unviable completely for PvP? Like, do you ever see people using the Megalania? You know, is, like, the Megalania obsolete now that the... You know, Rock Drake is a thing. These are like the, you know, some things I think about sometimes. Oh, well, we have a 145 mammoth down here. Did it spawn down here with us? I could have sworn the level 60 one was the only one that I saw down here. Okay. Well, let's get a little bit of a look around our surroundings here. I want to make sure that this area is nice and clear of all hazards before we start taming it. And of course, since there's no other mammoths nearby, we shouldn't get attacked at all while we're down here. You're a little bit hurt. I can see some blood on you right there. And yeah, look at your forehead right there. You've obviously been attacked by something. You see that red mark right there? Huh. What's this right here? Oh, a Daedon. Ah, okay, okay. So this probably is the mammoth that I actually saw up there, but it was chased down here by a Daedon or something like that, and that's why this one is hurt right now. Alright. Let's just go ahead and start with the arrows right now. I'm pretty sure we should be able to outpace this thing relatively easily. If it can get stuck on rocks like this, that'll make it even easier. There we go, look at that. I don't think headshots do any more damage on it than regular body shots would, but most of the time it'll be facing the front of me anyway, so whether I like it or not, I'll probably be shooting its face. Yeah, this poor mammoth is pretty slow right now. I don't think there's going to be any way he catches up to me. I'll pop another one right here. Ooh, that's a terrifying sight. Mammoths are so big now ever since they got their TLC update in 2020. And they look really good, by the way. The mammoths are definitely like one of my favorite looking creatures in ARK. Alright, well I'm just going to go ahead and keep pumping this thing full of tranquilizer arrows, and I'll probably be here for a little bit. I'll come back to you guys once this thing is knocked out. Oh, I think it's on the run right now. It must be pretty low. I was getting a little worried because it's looking quite a bit bloody right now. Of course, nowhere near death, but yeah, I think we're actually going to be able to knock it out right here. Let's go ahead and take a good look at this thing while it's trying to run away from us right here. Look at those tusks. The mammoth tusks are just absolutely insane looking. They got so many spikes on them. ARK really does put the most like effort into the smaller parts of creature designs. Yeah, look how insane it is. Look at that right there. They're all barbed and everything. Oh gosh, I bet getting impaled by one of these guys must hurt like a mother hecker. Alright, there we go. We knocked it out. Level 145 female, or male mammoth. Now how did I make that confusion? I don't understand. Alright. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and grab Sweet Tooth right now. And since this is an herbivore, we are going to have to wait quite a little bit for it to starve before we can feed it any berries. I, of course, don't really have any eggs at the ready right now to make kibble for this thing. I'll actually have to look up and see what kind of kibble it takes. Maybe what I could do is, if I have Claws, let's see, Claws is a female. If Indigo, back at home, is a female, then I could have these two breed up together for some Pteranodon eggs, and maybe, just maybe, make some kibble. I also have Jump Boy and Frogulon, but I do believe they're both male. I don't think we're going to be getting kibble for this thing, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and let it starve for a little bit. Also, what on earth is this? A random Pegomass X taming. Okay, brilliant. Cool. I'll see you guys back in a little bit once I've figured out what I want to do with this thing. So I just did some research online. I used the Dododex database, really nice website that you can use for figuring out all different kinds of rates for taming and knocking out creatures in ARK. And I discovered that mammoths actually require superior kibble in order to be tamed, and superior kibble is the third toughest kibble to make. It requires large eggs and citronal, which is one of the rare fruit items that we can't really cultivate and harvest quite yet. We have to build a proper farm for that first. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick to good old Mayho berries. But since we are going to be doing that, we're going to have to be waiting a little bit for this guy to tame up. And just to make sure that he can stay safe during that time, I am going to build a little bit of a wall around him. Let's see, how many foundations can I make? 52. I'll go ahead and just make 12 for right now. And I would say we've got our mammoth pretty well fortified in here. I don't think anything on the ground should be able to get to that mammoth. And I'm glad, because as I was building this, I spotted a few threats lurking around the area. Most notably, I saw an Argentavis somewhere around here. I thought I saw it down here, but it probably flew up. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Let's see, 145 male. I would definitely like to get RGs soon, of course, too, because those guys are really great for transporting metal. I also noticed another probably big looming threat just over here. It's a dire wolf, but it's a 145 female direwolf, so we should probably deal with this thing. And how, you may ask? Oh, try that again. I think I would like to try and tame this thing. Yeah, it's a bit of an impulse decision, but you know, while we wait for the mammoth and our Dodicris to, you know, be all happy and healthy, I would like to try to get something else in the meantime, and this is horrifying. I am gonna run for my life. Claws. Oh my goodness. Oh, yep, okay. The wolf is going straight after the mammoth. Oh, and I just heard the mammoth get hurt. Oh no, look at that. The wall couldn't even protect it. Wolf, attack me, please. Alright, yes, attack me. Oh, get on, Claws. Oh my gosh, what happened there? The wolf was able to attack the mammoth? I really thought it was safe. I didn't think they could hit through walls like that. Alright, well, this is a bit of a tricky situation. Let's see, can I situate myself on top of this rock right here? I might be able to shoot the wolf from up here safely. Oh. Okay, not very safely, unfortunately. How about this one right here? I don't know if it'll be able to run up this one quite as easily. I could probably also try riding Sweet Tooth. If I can just sit on top of it, I could probably tame the wolf. Oh my gosh! Oh, it's such a good climber. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this wolf is ripping me apart. I'm starting to rethink this decision, honestly. I think this may have been a bad idea. One more hit and I'm dead for sure. Alright, let me go ahead and land real quick. Of course, though, the wolf is gonna, you know, catch right up to me. Okay, I wanna go over here real quick. Throw out Sweet Tooth. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna keep hitting it with these arrows here. And oh! Okay, here we go. It's gonna be attacking us. Sweet Tooth has 5,000 health, though. I think I should be able to take this wolf pretty fine. Though, unless, of course, if it does that. Crap. Alright. I need to send Claws. Let's see. Can I send you up there, perhaps? What if I press J? Oh, Claws is getting very hurt right now. Alright, here we go. Claws, go up there. Okay, that's fine, too. As long as you don't sit in front of this wolf right now. Try to aim for the head right there, of course. There, that was a good shot. Alright, come on. Are you feeling sleepy yet, wolf? Oh, here we go, finally. Okay. I'm just gonna run and catch up with this thing. At least Sweet Tooth is a pretty fast runner. There you go. That was a miss right there. It's turning around. Alright. There we go. Another headshot. Ah, there she goes. Wow, that this thing was brutal, man. But we got it down. Alright, perfect. We got the wolf down. Unfortunately, our mammoth did take a little bit of that collateral damage. We are down to 83% on that taming effectiveness, which does stink. But in the end of the day, we are going to be just using this mammoth for harvesting, you know, wood primarily, and maybe berries too. So it's not that big of a loss. Of course, mammoths aren't very hard to knock out. Also, in the future, I could just simply try to tame up another one, and I would just have to babysit the whole time and make sure nothing is able to attack it like that direwolf did just then. But that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab some berries right now, and also grab some meat. Probably grab Sweet Tooth. She'll be great for harvesting the prime meat. And we're going to go ahead and do some killing and some harvesting and get these guys fed. Come on, one more. There we go. Alright, perfect. We got some extra loot for that, but there's the prime meat. That's all we're really looking for right now. Go ahead and transfer that, grab those arrows, drop the rest. Perfect. Alright, now I gotta grab some berries. Just gonna go ahead and throw all of this prime meat on the wolf right now before it all spoils, just so I don't have to worry about that while I'm gathering the berries. The wolf should tame up really fast here. Yeah, I'm pretty glad we got this wolf knocked out. We can probably grab a couple more wolves after this one. Maybe form ourselves a bit of a ragtag, you know, kind of scavenging meat farm group so that we can, you know, the wolves of course are really great. They do tons of damage. They're great for farming meat. They're really small and nimble so they can get around the place very easily. The only big downside about the wolves is that they're pretty much the definition of a glass cannon. Of course, you can't put saddles on them. They don't have saddles. You're not required one to ride, and they don't even have one in the first place. But more so, you can't even put a helmet on them, so they don't have the benefit of armor, like custom armor, like, you know, the Gigantopithecus does. Oh, I'm gonna die from heat stroke. Oh no! Oh, that's a saber tooth. Get out of there! Land right here. No, there's a scorpion. No! Oh, that heat stroke killed me. It's so darn hot out here. Let's see. Here's my bed right here. Alright. Oh, that's unfortunate. And we had a scorpion right next to us as well. Trashy fell off our shoulders. He's probably going to get attacked if I'm not quick enough to get down there to save him. Alright, let's get an indigo right here and sail down here really quick. Yep, I see a whole bunch of numbers down there. Oh, there's raptors. Oh, it's a big fight. Let's go ahead and put claws on neutral. To help us fight a little bit here. There we go. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Trashy's helping out. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was really rough. Alright. Oh, Trashy's unconscious. Oh, the scorpion. Oh no. He should wake up pretty quick. Can I see that menu again? Claws, you're going to come back with me. You're going to sit at home and stay safe and heal up for the future. I don't want you dying on me like how Beaker died on me in the last episode. That'd be really, really bad. Alright, let's go ahead and indigo. Press Y. There we go. This heat wave is crazy. How hot is it right now? 43 degrees Celsius. That is insanely hot. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab Trashy and get back to our mammoth. Oh my goodness. Okay. Claws. Come back down here for me, please. Gotta take care of this RG. Oh, what a nuisance. I was just on my way back home to grab another cryopod for the direwolf. We got a cordial visit from an Argent. Let's kill you real quick so that, yeah, there we go. I don't want the other RGs to get that body. Oh, you're also dangerously close. I'm just gonna, yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Son of a gun. Alright, here's our direwolf. I'm gonna go ahead and put my armor back on real quick. It was so hot I was dying by the heat stroke. Let's go ahead and take a look at her stats. We got 2,574 health, 910 stamina, 570 oxygen, 6,344 food, 261 weight, and 306.3% melee damage. Right. And we're on. I'm going to turn off the taming HUD real quick for this direwolf. Alright, yeah, the direwolf. Very nice looking creature, very clean model of course. They look really cool. So the direwolf, really nice creature. As I mentioned before, it is a bit of a glass cannon, but once you have a pack of them together, they are really, really, really strong. So its abilities, of course, left click is your standard bite attack, always nice. And I think right click, yeah, right click won't do anything for us right now. We'll have to have a pack of direwolves to discover what the right click ability is. But a bit of an extra, if we press C, direwolf sits down and does some sniffing around us, and we can actually see the health condition of creatures around us. I don't think, oh actually, oh yeah, the mammoth of course. Let's turn off the taming HUD for a second here. So that plus sign right there, that cross, that is actually determining how much health the mammoth has left. So the wolf is able to sniff out how weak creatures are around it, and the darker tone that that cross line is right there, the weaker the creature is when it comes to its health. So you can use like a direwolf as kind of like a medic of sorts, I guess, to just kind of tell, you know, what creatures are weak, whether it's yours or wild creatures. And speaking of the mammoth, let's go ahead and it's going to be hard to jump over that. Grab Indigo real quick, and we're going to swing in there and give it all these berries. I doubt it'll be tamed up, of course, once we do so, but we'll at least not have to worry about that for a little bit. Alright, 80 Meho berries. That should do the trick. Alright, perfect. You're taming up. Let's go ahead and get the Direwolf into a cryopod, take it back home, and we're probably going to go ahead and move on to that Doedicurus now. Alright, welcome back home, Direwolf, whom I think I actually have a name for. Let's see, can I get close enough to you? Options, change name. I'm going to call you... Oh, whoops. No, that's wrong. Nutmeg! There we go. Alright. Yeah, this is Nutmeg. Nutmeg is a name that I got from one of my favorite movies of all time, The Isle of Dogs. One of the female dog characters in that movie. Her name is Nutmeg, and she has the exact same colors as our new direwolf right here. I thought it was a perfect name for her. And Nutmeg is going to be really great for gathering meat once we get a pack of them going, and that'll be really nice. Alright. So now that we're back at base, let's go ahead and do some repairs on our crossbows real quick. They're getting pretty low on their durability. I'm going to need some fiber in there. Get rid of this stuff. Don't really need... Not that either. Alright, we're going to need some wood and some metal. Now, if I recall, yep, I've got some metal already smelted up in here. In between the last episode and this episode, I did go out and do a bit of resource collecting. Oh, okay, I just undid some actions right there. Let's go ahead and just split that, put that back in there, and bam bam. Repair that, repair that. Alright, perfect. So, in just a little bit, we're going to go ahead and find that Doedicurus real quick. There we go. Both of them are ready to go. Alright, now earlier I saw the Doedicurus up and walking again, the 145 one from the beginning of this episode. Let's go ahead and take a look-see right up around here. There's an Argenivis right there. Not really wanting to tango with that. It was walking right around here somewhere. Is that it down there? Yep, there he is. Perfect. Alright, let's go in for the landing. Last arrow crafted. Let's start pumping them full of these narcotics right here. Oh, as you can see in the background, by the way, our mammoth is at 77%, so we don't have too much longer to go by the time he is tamed up. It should happen right around after we knock out this Doedicurus. So, just like the mammoth, we can easily kite this guy around. Doedicurus are extremely slow, and they don't use their rolling ability while they're in the wild. All they do is just chase after you like this, so it should be a very, very clean and easy knockout. Or not. Oh no! He's balled up now. Look at his head is stuck in the ground and everything. Uh-huh. Well, I was not expecting him to do that again. I guess just when they reach like a certain threshold of low health, they just decide to ball up. And he wasn't fully healed yet from his bout with that T-Rex, that I found earlier. Also down here is an Alpha Carno. Level 15, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to tame that 145 today. But if we're going to have to wait for it to heal up, then that might take a little longer than I thought. If only we had snow owls on this map. Alright, well, that's a shame. What I'm probably going to go ahead and do in the meantime is search around for a different Doedicurus. I would definitely still like one that's a pretty high level. But if we have to sell it for something a little bit lower, I wouldn't be too down with that as well. Alright, so we haven't found another Doedicurus yet, but I just want to stop and draw some attention to this particular biome at nighttime. Let's see, where are we at currently? It's called Emberfall. It's sort of in the rightish middle part of the map, and this place is absolutely crazy looking. Oh man, the bioluminescent trees, the crystals, and speaking of, one other thing I was hoping to find, is not a Ravager. Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not a welcome surprise, no. We are looking over here at this magnificent creature that seems to be just flying away from us. This is the third wyvern type, and it is an ember crystal wyvern. And if I can just see what level it is real quick. Whenever it decides to land, it should be a lot easier for me to spyglass it. Here we go. 135! Look at that. Very nice looking wyvern. Look how glowy it is at nighttime. Those orange wings really pop out, especially out here. Alright, that's awesome. We're probably going to be taming up some of those as well. I mean, I want all of the crystal wyverns, of course, but, you know, we'll probably find some in eggs, probably find some in the wild that we can tame up. Whichever one we find first that's a high level, we'll definitely want to keep those ones for when we breed them for the boss fight. But yeah, awesome to see one of those things out in the wild like that. Let's continue the Dodic research. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the presses and stop the horse. Oh, another Tropio! It's on level 25 though. Dang it. Oh, that's unfortunate, but it's still so cool to see one of those in the wild here. I just remember when this map came out that those things were so gosh darn rare to find in this map, but we found another one in the wild. Probably not going to tame up that one though. We found the one in episode 1 that was like level 100 I think in the White Shoals on the southwestern part of the map, of course. But still, really cool to see another one right there. We'll probably come back later and maybe just kill that one, honestly, so that we can refresh the spawn spot for that one, and hopefully we'll have another one appearing there shortly as well. Yeah, Tropios, they can be found in this area right here, Emberfall, on the southwest and on the southeastern parts of the map, and they're pretty stinking rare, so we're definitely going to want to make sure we get some really high level ones tamed up for the boss when that time comes. But anyway, yeah, the Dodic search continues. I was just looking online, and apparently Dodics don't even spawn in here. Great use of my time. Ooh, what's this? A cave. Whoa. Oh, whoa, look at this. It's like a completely subterranean cave. We're kind of like a crag in the ground. But, oh, it goes underground. Oh, it just stops here. Ah, okay, okay. That's interesting, though. That's really cool. Just like a big purple crystalline crag. Just kind of sticking out of the ground right there at the bottom of that ravine. That's really cool. Nice scenery on this map. I love that. Oh my gosh! A level 150! Yes! Oh, look at it. Look how beautiful it is. It's blue. Oh, that is so cool. Alright, okay, what do I even do here? I have to... Okay, so these are both female, right? Okay, you're not mate boosted at all. But I still need to get rid of this one right here. Let's see, what's that over there? That's a dire wolf. I definitely cannot get close to that at all. I would like to get the non-150 down there. But how do I do so? If I just... Maybe if I just wait until like the perfect time for them to be closer to the ledge. If this one's closer and that one's further away, I could probably get that one knocked off, and I can just lure the blue one right back up here. I want to tame the blue one right up here on this ledge top. I think this might be a pretty safe spot for us to tame it at, and we should be able to minimize the risk of something bad attacking us. Alright, should be good right now. Alright, come on. So, I only want you to follow me. But of course, you have the blue one is right behind it. Okay, there you go. You fall down. Oh, the blue one didn't even move. Alright, nice! Perfect! I'm gonna go ahead and pelt it with arrows right now. This one's at full HP, very healthy, so it hopefully should not go into its ball mode at all, and we can knock this thing out nice and tidy. Oh! Okay, we did it! Okay, nice. Indigo. Over here. I gotta stay close to her. This is so cool. Level 150, and it's like the best color too. I need to keep this one safe. Alright, here we go. Get on you real quick. Survey our surroundings. Let's see, there's a saber tooth over there. Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of you real quick. Here comes the kitty cat. Come on, Bozo, get out of here. You will not interrupt this tame. There we go. Okay, beautiful. And some Titanamyra, drones and soldiers too. Alright, I'm gonna grab berries right now, and I think I'm just gonna babysit this. There's no way I want this thing to get here. I want to make sure it comes up with the best stats for a Doedicurus. I am just so happy I found a 150, and it's such a great color. I care way too much about this opportunity to let us slip by. Also, our mammoth is tamed up, by the way, in case you haven't noticed earlier. Alright, pump you full of all these berries are here. Just spent some time gathering them up. And now the waiting starts. So I was just looking online and I saw that I am going to be babysitting this Doedicurus for about 40 minutes before she's fully tamed up. And furthermore, she's going to be level 223. Of course, assuming that we do get all of the taming effectiveness possible from this tame. So not level 224, unfortunately just one level off of being a perfect tame, but honestly I am more than okay with that. It's a small price to pay, you know, for having our Doedicurus as soon as we can get it, because I'll need an apprentice cable if I want to get the 224 level, and I'm not really in the state to make that kind of stuff yet. I still need some of those crops that I mentioned earlier, like the citronal. So I'm just going to babysit this Doedicurus. I want to think of names for both her and our mammoth that's tamed up over there, and I'll meet you guys back up here once she is awake and ours. There we go, she's finally up. Oh my gosh, that took absolutely ages. Oh, that 45 minutes, it felt like I was waiting forever for that, but we finally got her. She's level 223, 5,967 health. That is a heck of a lot. 1,230 stamina, 645 oxygen, let's see, 14,000 food, 425 weight. We're definitely going to be leveling up that weight a lot. And 263 melee damage. Let's get a good look at her now that she's finally up. Look at that. Beautiful indigo blue shell. And of course the brownish orange highlights around it. Looks so good too. Oh, you are so beautiful. Alright. And I think I've got a great little fun name for you. Bluey. It's not an incredibly inventive name, but I think it is a cute name for our new little Doedicurus friend right here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cryopod her back up, and we are going to go ahead and grab our mammoth real quick. Alright, we're back at the mammoth. I'm going to find a good landing spot right here, and I think I've got a pretty good name for you as well, but let's look at your stats real quick. Tamed out of level 204, always really nice. That's definitely a decent level despite what happened with it earlier. We got 6,120 stamina or health, 1,452 stamina, 660 oxygen, 19,500 food, 740 weight. That's really nice, and 282 melee damage. All right. Let me grab one of my spare cryopods here, have this ready, but first, now some of you might need to forgive me for using this name in this way, but I think it's honestly a very fun name to give to a mammoth like this. This is Barney. Barney, our cool wood collecting mammoth. He's going to be a very integral part of our building crew for our base. Let's get him cryopoded up here, and we are going to go back to base real quick, and I think my next thing to do is going to be to get some saddles made for these guys. Alright, so we've returned to base with Bluey and Barney, and I was just looking in here to see if we have what we need to make our saddles for the mammoth and Doedicurus. For the mammoth saddle, we do need a bit more extra hide instead of our smithy here in order to make it. The Doedicurus saddle actually does not require a smithy at all. We just make it straight from our inventory right here. However, we are going to need some more hide and also some metal, some stone, and fiber on top of all that. So, I think the best thing to do right now is to go on just a little bit of a hunt for some metal right now. We're back at base after that little adventure with Sweet Tooth, and we're going to make ourselves a mammoth saddle right now. Let's grab everything in here that we need. We're also going to need just a little bit of stone. Here we go. We can go ahead and harvest up this big rock over here. I think we need about 15 of it to make ourselves that Dodicarus saddle. Let's go ahead and get that crafted up right now. Let's see. Oh, whoops. The engram? Let's see. Oh, you did make it at the smithy. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, let's go ahead and go back over here and pump all of our resources. And I think it's because I typed in mammoth in here, so I could filter by only the mammoth saddle, and I failed to see that. Yeah, right there. There's the Dodicarus saddle. Alright, let's get that made up right now. So first up, Barney. Let's go ahead and put the mammoth saddle on Barney. Let's see how he looks right now. Look at that. Oh, it's a great looking saddle. It's got the nice little rugs on the back of it. And it's got the big drum on the back too, of course. We'll get to what that drum is for in just a moment here, but let's go ahead and hop on him and see what he's all about. So, the mammoth. One of my favorite creatures in the game. They're definitely within like the top 10 in my opinion, I would say. They've got all sorts of nifty little tricks that you can use them for. Primarily, of course, what we're here for is their wood harvesting. If you press spacebar on your keyboard, bam! Your mammoth does a big like jumping attack, and that is used to harvest up tons of wood. Additionally, if you're facing a certain direction like this, you'll actually use one of his feet to attack in that specific direction instead of the frontal. So if we're facing right up front, we do that forward sort of jump, but if we're facing to our left, we use our left foot to attack. It's really nice for combat purposes. There we go, bunch of wood. Look at all that wood that we got just from those 3 trees. That is absolutely brilliant. And of course, with his left click attack, we can do a swing around in front of us right there, or of course we can just do a bit of a stab deal like that. Get tons of berries, as you can see. Look at all those berries. Oh boy, I think we've given Mimi a run for her money at this point. Alright, let's go ahead and drop inventory right now. We can of course get more of all this stuff later on. And what else do we have on here? C, pretty cool little special ability. Mammoth lets out a humongous roar, and that roar will actually decrease the attack power of any enemy dinos that are attacking it. So it's a really nice utility dino to have around with your party dinosaurs when they're in like a boss fight, or you're maybe doing a raid on your friend's base or something like that. And last but not least, we haven't checked out the right click ability yet. The right click does a grabbing maneuver with its trunk, and I don't think we can actually perform this on any of our own creatures. Oh, we can! Look at that! We picked up Nutmeg! So Nutmeg is caught up in our trunk right now. We're holding on to her right now, and we have a reticle appearing on our screen. Once we right-click again, wham! We can throw anything that we want in that direction. It's like a reverse of the Gigantopithecus throw. We're the ones performing the throw with our mount this time, instead of us being thrown. Let's try again. Let's see if we can throw Nutmeg onto the top of our house. Go, Nutmeg! Perfect landing. That is awesome. And yeah, so those are the main functions that you get with the mammoth on the primary seat. But of course, what's this drum all about? Well, if we hold E, we can actually see passenger seats. Board the drum platform. Now here's a really cool thing. Let me put away my hatchet here. So, let's see, can we take a good look at ourselves? No, K-mode camera doesn't seem to work right now. But as you can see, we are on the back of the platform right now, and we've got some drumsticks in our hands. If I left click here, we have a bar up here at the bottom of our screen. And we actually have sort of a rhythm music mini game that we can play while we're on the back of our mammoth right now. And we're glowing with this green aura right now, showing that we are doing a good job at this. So what exactly does this drum minigame do for us exactly? If you look on the bottom right there, hold H, ready for war, recover stamina, and immune to fear. So the fear roar that the Uteranus does, the one that will send your dino scurrying away and, you know, out of control, they take more damage. This drum actually makes us immune to that, and also it decreases the rate at which we lose stamina. So when we're attacking and we need to, you know, go really fast or make a hurry out of a situation, having a mammoth around, someone playing the drum on the back of it, is super handy for that. I love these things. They're such fantastic dinosaurs, and they're just big mammals, aren't they? I am so glad that they got their TLC update in 2020, though. They really needed it, and they just look beautiful now. But moving on to Bluey here. Let's go ahead and put the Dodigerous saddle on Bluey. There we go. Go ahead and press backspace and get a good look at her. We're going to have to color the saddle blue too at some point. Look at that. It even goes over the spikes on her. That is a really nice detail. I love that a lot. Alright. So the Dodigerous doesn't really have as much depth as the Mammoth does, but it does still have some neat little tricks up its sleeve. Of course, the left click is going to be your standard attack. That's a tail swing attack, and that will harvest stone for us. C and X don't do anything. And of course, there's no passenger seat for us to board. But if we right click, we begin to roll. we're inside of our chest right now, and we're rolling really fast with our Dodigerous right now. And we can turn very slowly with this. Just enough around to make a U-turn like that. And of course, we're using stamina as we do so. And I actually think while we're rolling, we take far reduced fall damage. So we could probably go off this cliff right here and take hardly any fall damage at all. But I don't really want to test that right now. Don't want to get hurt and find that there's a T-Rex down there or something like that. Now let's go ahead and use our left click and see how much stone we can get from this. After a quick bathroom break. 506! And that thing was destroyed instantly. Let's go over here and do it to these real quick. Bam! 533. 1036. 1,521 stone. Oh boy. The Dodigerous, second to none when it comes to harvesting stone in this game. They are the absolute best. Let's go ahead and level up your weight, Bluey. Nice. Alright. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and wrap up our episode for today. Alright everybody, I think that is just about going to do it for today's episode of ARK on the Crystal Isles. We got ourselves 3 brand new creatures tamed up here. We got Barney the Mammoth, Bluey the Dodigerous, and Nutmeg the Direwolf. These 2 right here, of course, are going to be absolutely invaluable in our resource gathering for future builds. I do want to build a humongous grand hall, I think maybe around on that end of the peninsula over there. Something really big for us to have all of our, storage and stuff in. We'll be able to fit an industrial forge in there, the cooker, maybe even the tech replicator in the future. I don't know. But we'll have to see once we get to that point. But these 2, they're going to help us get there. And of course, we also got Nutmeg, the crazy dire wolf that nearly killed us earlier. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Nutmeg introduces us now to the possibility of us raising a wolf pack in the future, and those guys are going to be absolutely great for gathering meat and hides, so definitely an option for us once we get to that point. Maybe I'll tame some more direwolves in the next episode and see if we can get that started. But in the meantime, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, everyone.